Promoter of California Jam, Don Branker, gives us the lowdown on how it all came together. Big flash. Don E. Branker joins us in July 2007. He says, "If my memory serves me correct, ELP got $75,000. Sabbath and Purple got $50,000 plus a percentage of gross. I won't discuss percentages, that is of a private nature. There was no contract signing ceremony. Each negotiation was separate, except Purple and Sabbath. They had the same manager in London, Patrick Meehan Jr. and Sr. Purple negotiations were the hardest. They recognized the worldwide value of the tapes and made separate deals for distribution. All the other bands were contracted for 2 airings on TV, only in the US. I remember traveling to Mexico a few years later and saw Jam 1 on Mexico TV. I got no royalties. Don't know what deal ABC made on that. Contract negotiations with any band are almost always a big pain in the ass. It's all ego and dollars. Position on the show is always an issue. Remember, both jams had all headliners, so for a headliner to open or place second or third is an ego-deflating ordeal. The stages from Ferentino were brilliant. They were assembled at the site. The concept and reasoning for the stage was based on the following concept. ELP had a very complex setup. They had a very extensive stage plot. Biggest drum kit I ever saw. And Keith's synthesizer was giant, the first of its kind. It stood at least 10 foot high by 6 or 7 foot wide. Most likely today a young musician can duplicate the sounds in their bedroom with computers and programming. So ELP was set up the night before. They were the only band with a sound check. Once set up, it could not be moved. The railroad track and stages allowed us to have one band playing while the other stage was being struck and set up for the next band. The real important trick to any massive show is to keep the time between bands to a minimum. Idle and bored fans create chaos, and the only way to stop chaos at that level, 250,000 people, is to not let it begin in the first place.
On February 17, 1974, an ad appeared in Southern California newspapers announcing California Jam, a 12-hour rock concert to be held at the Ontario Motor Speedway, located 50 miles by freeway from Los Angeles. Several weeks before the event, the anticipated audience was expected to exceed 100,000 people. A stage large enough to support the many tons of equipment and personnel of 8 major rock groups had to be built from 500 sections of scaffolding and covered with 23,000 square feet of plywood. To support a 54,000-watt sound system capable of covering a square mile, 4 sound towers were erected to a total height of 15 stories. To move all the stage equipment around, sections of the stage were built over 600 feet of railroad track. 1,000,000 watts of power were generated to light up everything from the stage to the parking lot. "6,000 feet of temporary fence, 1.5 million gallons of water, first aid centers, 1,500 employees, artists, stagehands, ticket takers, security people, hot dog sellers, all coming together to have everything ready for the morning of April 6th.
Sure is going to be one fine day for a rock and roll show. 9:45 on a beautiful, slightly smoggy California Jam morning. Temperature is expected to reach 85 degrees today. Right now it's a crisp 55. We'll be broadcasting to you all day from backstage here at the Ontario Motor Speedway. Now right now about 150,000 people are here, with even more still pouring in. If you're on the San Bernardino freeway and caught in traffic, our best advice to you is take a big deep breath, relax, get off the freeway and find an alternative route to get here, a non-freeway method to arrive at the Jam.